wonder if, is it the case that God couldn't experience anything but loneliness when he was the only one? And so he creates us who don't have loneliness. In the ideal state in heaven, we have the loveliness of each other. But he in himself is still fully conscious of the oneness of himself and all things, and yet experiences fellowship, given our lack of equivalence to him. And therefore feeling of fellowship, not just the oneness that he has. I can't quite wrestle with this. There's a consistency thing that's in my mind. I would rather hope that that's not his dilemma. I don't want God to have any dilemmas, do I? If he had a dilemma, it's because he's solved it in that he's made us, and we are now his company. I just don't know. I'll leave that one to sort out in heaven. Thank you, Dad. Look, you have to leave decision making to God. It's as simple as that. You don't know his situation. It's presumably best to trust that he can handle it much better than you can. Although I do so want to be good company for God, just in case he needs it. Just in case. I don't know. Thank you, Dad.
Well, what matters to me is that I can be separate to God, and that's necessary to be a friend. I don't want to be merged completely, the wave back into the sea, as a sort of Paramhansa approach. The Eastern understanding of oneness with God. I don't want to be the inferior servant approach of Christianity, the religion. I want to be the Jesus story, friend of God. I've called you friends, not servants. You know, everything of my Father I've told you. I've treated you, you see, as an equal, not as an inferior. And in some ways, I see Jesus as speaking for God in that way. That there's something very lovely and wonderful about an incredibly superior being choosing to be one's friend, to rescue and help. How much more then should I want to bless him in gratitude? And I do. We do. We love you, Dad, with all our heart. May we be wonderful friends to you, always. Faithful and true as you are faithful and true. The same beautiful integrity, Lord, and purity and loveliness. Blessing upon blessing as you are. May we ever be, quite simply, your lovely, wonderful friends. And wonderful to each other, for who wants their children to fight and squabble and war against each other? What a sadness that would be. Love you, Heavenly Dad. Love you. May we ever be, all of us, in an embrace of perfect fellowship. Love you. Thank you, Dad, for this understanding. May it be the blessing to you that it is to us. Your goodness. Love you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.